I'm Tom. Welcome to another episode of Tommy's Trains. Today's video, I've got an accessory that you don't see a lot of. It's not uncommon, but it's not super common. This platform was used in a lot of different devices. Like I've got a derrick. It has pretty much the same platform, although the controls are different. But this is a 460 piggyback loader, and it was basically a truck loader or a trailer loader. So today you have those intermodal cranes that slide and grab the shipping containers off and put them on freight cars and then take them off freight cars, put them on trailer trucks. But before that was common, the piggybacks were the trailer trucks. So they would load the trailer trucks up and put them on the flat cars, bring them to their destination, and then drive off with them. This is a really neat accessory. It came out from 55 to 57 as far as I know, from what I can tell, and it's manually operated. You can see you turn this wheel and that turns the fork truck, and then you've got a lever here that raises and lowers the forks. Let's take it apart. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you can see the way this works, and this one's been around for a while. So you've got a steering wheel here, and this steering wheel comes down here, and there's a rubber grommet on the end. You've got a tang here, this piece of metal propped up here, goes underneath and puts pressure on this shaft, and when you turn it, it'll rotate the forklift around. This right here is for the forks, so that connects to the lever back there. And you can see this has been around for a little while, but it is basically complete except for the little guy on the forklift. All right, so to take these off, you've obviously got the lift here, and then the little crank brings you around. What I do want to show you is this says Fruhoff on the front, and a lot of times that decal is missing. Duravan. And I think these you could have gotten these in like 3 different colors, maybe. I'm not sure. I've only seen them in green. But when you look at these vans, there's 2 red dots, and that helps you line it up. There's not a lot for instructions. The instruction sheet for this is pretty, it has a lot to be desired, let's just say that. But the way this works is you swing your forklift around. You have to have the cars just right. So you want to get between those 2 red lines and then lift up the van and then bring it back. So this is where you run into a trouble if you're not paying attention. You see there's a brake wheel here? That needs to be on the outside. Take a look at these cars real quick too while we're at it. It's a plastic car, but it's really heavy. You've got metal in here, metal wheels, metal trucks, and this whole assembly right here just screams post-war. A lot of the trucks from the post-war have this whole mechanism here that's all die cast, and there's a lot of weight to it. This is all metal all the way down through. This is metal. So a lot of weight to it, a really good quality car, not tons and tons of detail, but this was back when in the 50s when they made things out of metal. So bring this back out of the way here and start over. You can get a replacement man, so I'll order one of those and get that for this. These go back to back. So you swing around, and like I said, you go between those 2 red dots, lift up, spin it back, and then you can set it right in these little punch outs. There's some punch outs for it. And then you go past, it'll spin right through. You can go around to the other side, go right between the red dots, lift up. It looks like it might not be in there far enough. And we got it. And then spin it back. So that little rubber grommet in there is at the end of that shaft. And as it gets older, you can see that it wants to go that way, but not this way. So you can just get another piece of rubber, like a rubber grommet. Go to the hardware store, take this one with you, go to the hardware store and find another one that matches it, push it back on, and you should be right back in business again. But you can see that's where the fetch up is. And there's that. Now if I want to put them back on, go back in between the red dots, lift up, continue on our way over. Underneath here you see these four holes. Those will match up with this. So if you somehow don't get it on right, you just put that on there and spin it back over. But you get the drift anyway. It's a neat little set. It's interesting. It's fun. You might have to help it along a little bit depending on how old it is, how worn out it is. But it's still kind of cool. So you can see it's pretty neat. And like I said, this is all metal, really heavy car. It looks good, this car here. And this is a 3460, I think. So the set's 460 and the car is a 3460. Hope you enjoyed this video and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow when I have some more Lionel train stuff.